Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? So welcome to the new setup. I mean, it's not completely done, but it's a lot more done to where I can actually record videos down here. The wall that you see behind here is going to be painted and is going to have stuff up on it. And then I'm hoping that I might actually get like a legitimate background for my videos. So obviously you can probably tell you're sitting on a table of sorts. So, but I digress. So today we are reviewing the Marvel Legends, Marvel Studios, Deadpool, Wolverine. But first we shall start with the box as always. So the box is actually, I think, is pretty neat. So you got the Deadpool and Wolverine logo and then Wolverine on the side. And you actually, I'm not going to pull it out or anything like that, but the inside like cardboard has like all these little drawings on it. I think that was like a really nice detail. If you wanted a background, you could do that, but I'm not going to keep it. And then you got a Deadpool and Wolverine logo on top. On the side, you got a picture of Wolverine. You got Wolverine in another picture. On the back, you got, also look for these guys. And then you got Wolverine and a bio that says, a broken and shame-fueled Logan reluctantly joins Deadpool's side to fight for their survival and a shot at redemption. So, obviously, if it's a movie, you know this is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Yeah, so we will get into the figure now. So, let's bring him in, shall we? So here he is. I have him posed up, but I will get him straightened out here. So we can have... Oh wow, there's kind of a ball joint in there. I didn't even realize. That was just a butterfly joint. But, so yeah. So here he is, looking fantastic as always. Do I need to lower you guys? I think I do. Sorry about that. There we go. So before we get into him, we will show his accessories. So he comes with, in the box, he comes with his clawed hands. But he also comes with a right fist and a left kind of pointing, expressive hand. I would use this more as an expressive hand than an actual, like, gun holding hand, obviously. I do apologize if this is at all. Doesn't seem to be too bad on the camera, but I do apologize if the table is wiggly at all. It's a little wobbly, but hopefully not too bad. And then we've got, kind of a highlight of the accessories, of course, is the Hugh Jackman head sculpt. And I will admit that technically him wearing the mask with the sleeves is inaccurate to the movie. But do I care? Not really, because it looks cool. But if you wanted to be accurate, you would take this head off and put this on, and that would be more accurate. Now, I might do that a little later just because I haven't actually popped it on yet, but it looks really awesome. So I shouldn't have to explain, too much of my connection to, well, Wolverine as a whole, but specifically Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I grew up watching the X-Men movies. Now and that's definitely one of the reasons why I wanted to get this figure. The other reason is it's a live action but comic accurate Wolverine, or comic inspired Wolverine suit. It's a Hugh Jackman Wolverine. But I also was like, well, Wolverine's also kind of an Avenger, so I'm going to put him with my Avengers display. I think it'll look cool. I am realizing that the belt... There we go. Just had to align it. I didn't even realize that. Or is it actually off-centered? I don't know. But so let's take a look at him. So there's all that texture on the entire suit. That little, this little texture that you see, that's on the entire suit. As you can see, he's got the cows. He's got the wide-eyed eyes. It does look like Hugh Jackman is under there. Of course, you're only seeing his mouth, though. But if you compare it, let's see. How well does it compare? It is a little different, but, it's there. It looks like Wolverine does. That's what it's supposed to do. But then you got the blue and yellow costume. Now, there was other suits that he did wear throughout the movie. I'm not going to spoil too much because, it's been out for a while. But I'm also, I'm sure there's still some people that have yet to see it. But this suit is very much inspired, I think personally, by a mixture of suits he's had over the years. But to me, this reminds me more of an astonishing Wolverine, I think is the suit I'm thinking of. Mostly because like it looks a little bit more tactical than like the Jim Lee Wolverine, but that influence is definitely there. I do prefer the yellow and blue, in case you're wondering. I don't have anything against the yellow and brown, but I prefer the yellow and blue. So let's take a look at them. So we already did the head sculpt. But yeah, you got the blue, highlighted throughout here. You got wrinkles all around as well. Blue and black on the boots, and you even see some straps for the boots here. On the arms, you got kind of almost like they're armored pieces, and then you've got the claws. Now, the one thing that I completely forgot is that the claws in the movie and in the other Wolverine movies, they're a little bit more closer. I mean, they're still spread out, but they're a little bit more straight. Whereas like the comic Wolverine has them really splayed out sometimes, but it is accurate. And there's even texturing on the glove, and then you got the little metal points here for them to come out through. You got an X on the belt. Then you got some black in between the arms here. You got blue on the other side of the arms. They're all obviously pinless. On the back, the pattern continues. So yeah, it looks like Wolverine. So let's get into articulation, shall we? So his head, I can't remember. Do you have a hinge or a ball? I think he has more of a ball. So his head only goes up that far, goes down that far, can look side to side, and has got pretty good tilt. He's got a butterfly joint, but also kind of a ball joint, so it kind of moves around, and so he can move his arm out. Kind of. I guess that's like, I don't know. I guess the way I'm angling it at, it's not going to go all the way up, but it can rotate all the way around. Huh. Interesting. But it took, so I guess to be mindful, it did take this joint all the way around. So this little line here needs to be showing front. So, but he's got double jointed pinless elbows, and he's got a bicep swivel. He's got a wrist swivel and a hinge. I do recommend to be careful, but these aren't like super fragile, but obviously they're small pieces. He's got a in and out hinge there. He's got an ab crunch that goes that far forward and that far back. I didn't even realize that there is like kind of like a armor plate like style here. I'm gonna move the arm out of the way. His legs can kick up. They can kick a little bit back, kick out. You got an upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, though. Ooh. That kind of scared me a little bit there. Now, if you have not gotten these figures yet, I've started seeing them at Walmart, so. Ooh, that knee joint is tight. He's got an ankle that goes that far down, that far forward, and he's got ankle pivot. So let's get him lined up again here. Because of course it's time for comparisons. Now I'm not going to get a whole lot of X-Men out because I did just do an X-Men display, but also most of them are comic book really, or more comic, looking X-Men. So I don't really want to, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Of course I'm saying that when I mix, movie and comic book, but not the point. Anyways. So, of course, I had to show him off, though, next to the character that's also in this movie. Gotta get him, straight him out here, which is, of course, let's see, Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, and they look great. The suit doesn't change a whole lot into the new movie. I know he does have like the golden, you know, pistols and everything, but I'm fine with this version. It's not too different. So plus I kind of prefer the colors on this one. So, and then a hero, another guy, another superhero that had some movies in the 2000s that I thought I would compare him to. Because I think it would be cool, is the recently reviewed Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So if you wanted to get that going, that could be really fun. I forget their actual height differences, so I don't know if Tobey is actually shorter or not, but I would assume so. I know Hugh is decently tall, but... And then I figured, because I'm going to put him on the Avengers shelf, have him next to Captain America here. Now, of course, if you're unaware, Hugh Jackman is obviously way taller than a comic Wolverine is, but I don't really care. So yeah, but I thought you would do that. So that's the only comparisons I'm going to do. But I am going to pop on this unmasked head to show off. Wow, that was... Ooh, that's a cool look too. Oh, I might have to do some photos with him later because, man, this is cool. So yeah, there he is. With the unmasked head. Let me see if I can get him in a pose for you guys. At least it's going to be a very basic pose, but just wanted to kind of, you know, get an idea here. But yeah, that head looks great on there. I mean, it looks like they plucked him out from the movie, you know, so. So yeah, but it is awesome to have this. He was the only one I really wanted. The other one I'm going to get is the Colossus from the Deadpool movies, and that's pretty much it. Until they do some of the other characters that appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine, and then I might consider getting some of the others. But hopefully we get a villain. You know, Cassandra Nova would be great to get as a villain. So yeah, but if you did enjoy this review, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.